Who are Georgia's top targets in the 2025 class, and where do the Dogs sit with those top targets in this current recruiting cycle? That's what I'm going to talk about in today's video. Got a lot of great information for you, trying to make you a smarter Georgia fan. But first, I need to get something off my chest, okay? I see it all over the place from people who cover Georgia and cover Georgia recruiting that say this is a must-have prospect for the Georgia Bulldogs. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Every time I see it, I just laugh and I roll my eyes. So I just want to make sure things are very clear, okay? I want y'all to understand this. There is no must-have target for Kirby Smart and the Georgia Bulldogs, okay? They are a powerhouse. They can miss on their first, second, third top target at just about any position group, and the Georgia Bulldogs are going to be fine, okay? For example, let's just jump right into it, right? Five-star David Sanders, the number one offensive tackle prospect in the country, number two overall prospect in the country. And I've been told several times that they think, I say they, meaning the Georgia staff, they think he is the best player in the country. So I've also been told that he's obviously number one on their board, regardless of position, okay? David Sanders is a must-have or must-get prospect for Tennessee, not Georgia. Georgia's going to be just fine if they do not land David Sanders. Right now, I think they've got a very good shot, okay? The kid can absolutely sign with Georgia. He's going to be on his official visit the weekend of June 7th. He's going to be in Clemson this weekend, May 31st weekend. He was at Tennessee last weekend. The Vols think they're sitting in a good spot, but you know they should feel that way. They've made him a top priority, and he's a guy that if they miss on, that's going to hinder them from being in the conversation and where Georgia's at and where Ohio State's at, where Alabama has been and still could be, right? For Georgia, Ohio State, Alabama, there are no must-have prospects. They're going to be just fine. They could have an average, maybe a top 10 recruiting class, top 15, and those programs are still going to be perfectly fine. Now, Georgia should have a top 5 class at worst. The worst, from what I've gathered, and I've been doing this for over 10 years, okay? I know how this goes. I would be shocked, absolutely floored, if they don't have a top 5 recruiting class. I'm expecting a top 3 recruiting class. But there is no must-have. These are all big-time targets and ones that will help them win championships down the road, but no one's a must-have. But David Sanders, an elite left tackle that the staff loves. I think he's number one on their board for obvious reasons. He also has an official visit to Alabama set up the weekend of June 18th, and a Tennessee official visit the weekend of June 14th, and then during the week he'll be at Alabama June 18th. So the Dogs are very much in this, and I think he is their number one biggest target. He's not a must-have because nobody's a must-have for Georgia. Auburn, Tennessee, Clemson, Florida, so on and so on. Those are programs that have must-have guys that they need to get in order to reach the level where Georgia's at and stay or be a contender year after year after year. Georgia doesn't have that problem. And they can miss on this kid too and still be perfectly fine. I'm talking about Elijah Griffin, number 4 prospect in the country. You've heard me talk all about him, 6'5", 290, 97 tackles last year for Savannah Christian, 31 tackles for a loss. The guy was unblockable, lived in the backfield, 17 and a half sacks. He set up official visits to USC and Miami in June. I expect he'll take one to Georgia, but I have not been told that there's an exact date. But this kid's been to Athens countless times over the years. I think Georgia's still the team to beat, and I've said that for a while. I think his mom has, South Carolina has won over his mom early in the process. I think they'll be in the whole way. USC, Oregon are 2 teams that he's high on as well. Miami, Clemson. So still a lot of teams in the running, but I like where Georgia sits. He's probably their number 2 target. I say probably because I don't know for a fact, but I know they love him. They've been recruiting him for years and years and years. Obviously an elite talent and a game changer on the defensive line. They need game changers. That guy is one. Of course, they're after Justice Terry too, Isaiah Gibson, 2 guys that are committed to Southern Cal right now. But you can read more about that over on Dog Post. I'm not going to dig into it because I want to talk about other guys that you may not know as well. Everyone knows about Justice Terry and Isaiah Gibson, especially if you've been watching this channel for a while, as you should, because you're a smarter Georgia fan by watching my videos, Dean's, Ryan's, just watching this channel. You're a smarter Georgia fan than 99% of Georgia fans out there, okay? That's fact. But before I get into all that, college bronze, GeorgiaBulldog.com. That's where you can get one of these bad boys. The perfect Father's Day gift, the perfect graduation gift, the perfect summer gift. Put it by the pool. You can hang out with this guy all summer long by the pool. Put it on your front porch. You'll have the biggest smile on your face every time you pull into the driveway. You can get a discount today on this bad boy using the promo code DAWGPOST, DAWGPOST. All the information is in the description below. You've heard me talk about it. Now's the time to get yours. If you haven't yet, do it now. So, orders are coming in left and right. Get yours today, you'll get it sooner. You won't find anything better than this. The metal spikes, the details, the color, just the way it looks. You're gonna absolutely love it. Get yours today for Father's Day or whatever gift you wanna get. It's the best. Get yours today. Promo code DAWGPOST, don't forget that. Let's talk about the wide receivers real quick. Now, in my video earlier this week, I talked about Taylor Taylor, a wide receiver from Illinois that some think he may pull the trigger on his official visit to Georgia this weekend. I know there are college staffs that are keeping a close eye on him and hoping that he does not commit to Georgia this weekend, but he's one of the best receivers in the country. But CJ Wiley is my guy. I don't even need to tell you what his ranking is because it doesn't matter. It's wrong right now. This kid could have 5 stars next to his name. Everyone wants to talk about why is Georgia not signing 5-star receivers? Why can't they get one? What's the problem? This is a young man who I think could be trending Georgia's way behind the scenes out of Milton High School, who checks the boxes for me: size, speed, production, potential. This guy's got it all, and it would not surprise me if he absolutely shoots up all the rankings on all the outlets and possibly could earn a 5th star. That would not surprise me at all. He runs at 10.6 in the 100-meter at 6'4", 195. Are you kidding me? Caught 68 passes for just under 1,500 yards, 14 touchdowns in 15 games. That's just under 22 yards a catch for you math wizards out there. And his official visit will be June 14th. That's a guy that he might not be Georgia's #1 wide receiver target. It could be Taylor Taylor, but CJ Wiley is an absolute dog and someone that if he does commit to Georgia this summer, Georgia fans should be thrilled about, just thrilled about it. He's got 5-star potential. In the secondary, Dijon Lee is 6'4", 190-pound cornerback. One of the bigger cornerbacks out there. He's long, he's athletic, tremendous ball skills, knows how to tackle. 55 tackles last year, 2 interceptions, 13 pass breakups. If the ball's in the air, he's swatting it away or making a play on it. At receiver, he had 5 touchdowns along with 588 receiving yards. He is legit. Size, speed, production, length, athleticism, ball skills. Everything you look for at cornerback, this young man has it out of Mission Viejo. I don't know if I said that right or not. I'm not from California. I'm from the beautiful Peach State, baby. So Mission Viejo, my Spanish is not great. I don't even know how you say not great in Spanish. Pequeño, little bit of Spanish. I think that's right. But he's an absolute baller. I think he's the #1 target on their defensive backboard. If he's not, he's #2. But he's a guy that I think they would love to have. Got to remember, Dante Williams, Georgia's new defensive backs coach from California. They got him away from Southern Cal. He's got a lot of connections out there, and the Dawgs are in the running for several big-time prospects in California. And Dijon Lee, who will be in Athens for an official visit June 7th, a guy that I've said in the past, I think this could come down to Alabama and Georgia. I don't expect him to stay in the state of California. So this is a big-time 5-star California defensive back that I think Georgia has a very real shot at landing. And they could take the momentum and take a lead in his recruitment with a successful official visit June 7th. But he, again, long, athletic, 6'4", 190-pound cornerback that Georgia's in the running for. At linebacker, you've heard me talk about him a lot. Zayden Walker. He's had an offer since he was a freshman. Running back, linebacker, 6'2", 225, all muscle, plays like a dog. I mean, he attacks the ball carrier and knows how to deliver a hit. 40 tackles, 17 tackles for a loss. So when he made a play, a lot of times it was in the backfield. I mean, drive-killing plays behind the line of scrimmage. That's what he does. 7 sacks from his linebacker spot, 2 forced fumbles, 2 fumble recoveries. A tremendous athlete with a powerful, compact frame. But he can run, he can hit. He is a big-time prospect, but he's not a must-have. Okay, if there's anything you can take away from this video, well, #1, it's no one's a must-have. #2, it's May. It's me. I don't want to see comments talking about, oh, the Georgia's number 12 in the recruiting rankings. Recruiting rankings do not matter in May, okay? I say that every year, and I feel like I have to keep saying it again. If you're a Georgia fan, you don't need to look at the recruiting rankings until like after July. I mean, that's just the fact. They don't matter in May, okay? I think they have, what, 6, maybe 7 commitments in the 25 class right now. It doesn't matter because they're going to add 18 to 20 more, okay? So don't worry about where Georgia is in the rankings. It doesn't matter right now. They will have a top 5 class, probably a top 3 class if everything I'm hearing right now comes to fruition. But also, there's not a must-have recruit. I'm so tired of that. I'm tired of hearing it. And people who cover Georgia and recruiting continue to say that about these prospects, and it's just not true. It's ridiculous. Georgia can have a top 10, top 15 class, and they're still going to be competing for national championships every single year. That's because of the program Kirby has built. This ain't the Mark Richt days where Isaiah Crowell was a must-have. Jacob Eason was a must-have. There are no must-have recruits anymore, and there probably won't be for a long, long time. I'm tired of hearing about that. These are, in my opinion, some of the biggest, most important targets in the class. But Georgia's going to be just fine if they, miss on a few guys that I just talked about, right? Those are the facts. Congratulations, you're a smarter Georgia fan by watching this video. Get your Bulldog today. I'm telling you, discount, promo code DOGPOST. You want this guy for the summer. I'm telling you, it's the perfect addition to your house, your office, your pool. Great Father's Day gift. Get it now so you get it in time for Father's Day. Your dad, grandfather, your son, uncle, whoever, they're going to love this bad boy. Guaranteed. All the information is in the description below. But don't forget the promo code so you can get that discount. DOGPOST, DAWGPOST. Thanks for watching this video. We got more insider scoop, insider news over on the website. So I want to see you all over there. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on DOGPOST.